Okay, so very good morning, students. So today we are going to start with the lesson in English class 10. The topic is prose and subtopic is a letter to God. So literature has its own unbound stories, as in the name of Shakespeare or from our Indian writers Rabindranath Tagore, whosoever it has brought laurels to the subject, to the literature in particular. And I am indeed very happy to deal with the subject and the letter written by the protagonist of the story to get some money from God. Of course, it is not to get some money from God to bless him with some money. Of course, we are all human beings. Sometimes we forget the help that we get from others. And at the same time, we don't expect that the people to help us. Of course, this is only a few categories. Now coming to the lesson, a letter to God written by Gregory Lopez White Fuentes. Of course, in the video you would get the details of the author. I would like to just get into the lesson where the protagonist of the story is really on. Lencho is the protagonist of the story. Of course, we must know the meaning of protagonist. The protagonist is one who is the main character of the story. Of course, Lencho, on seeing his cornfield, felt extremely happy that he would get a wonderful yield for this year. Of course, he felt extremely happy that I am going to get a wonderful yield where my family is depending upon. So this year I would get a wonderful laurels in the form of money. I would have a happy life really this year. Of course, he was feeling so happy, thinking that his family would be very, very happy. Now, at the same time, what happened, just we will get to know in this next one. So his family was so happy. Of course, this is all imagination that he would be very happy. Of course, there was a bit of rain. So he felt that, oh, it was only a rain. Okay, it was only a rain. And in a few minutes of time, the rain turned into hailstorm, devastating hailstorm. Now it started to fall in the form of coins. Of course, he compared these things with coins, pesos. Now, on seeing that, his cornfield, whatever is expected, a great yield, a great gain, is really gone in vain. Now he is under a great depression. What's going to happen? Now this year's yield, whatever I expected, is of no use. Now everything is gone off. Now what do I expect from God? But they were ardent followers of God. Ardent. You see, I used 3 words so far. One is protagonist, the second devastating, and the third is ardent. So these 3 are important words in vocabulary. Now, so the entire family was an ardent follower of God. So it's fine that we should not lose hope and faith in us as well as in God in times of need. Therefore, the family bound to the same thing. Now, at the same time, this protagonist started to pray to God. of course, thought of, let me write a letter to God. Now the story is a letter to God. What did he write? Of course, he thought of writing a letter. Okay, so let me just write a letter, okay, with a pen. Now he started to write a letter. Now, God. What do we write? Actually, imagine that you were in the hostel. Your school has planned an excursion tour. What do you write to your parents? Dear Papa, Mama, I want some this money because my school has planned an excursion tour. Of course, it was the happiest thing that we would have. But at the same time, here we can't expect the same thing because his entire corn crop gone in vain as the devastating hailstorm hit with. The crop was hit with. And then, now, he has only one hope that God will help me. Except that, no one could. Then, he started to write a letter. Of course, he had written. So this is what happened, this is what happened. And then finally, of course, now I have written to God. What is that? To God. It was written. Of course, he went to town to post the letter. He had posted the letter. When the postmaster looked at the letter, he was quite amused. What is this? Someone has written a letter to God. Of course, when he gone through that, he went through the letter. Sorry. He found that there is something in it, that he had written a letter to God to help him out economically to overcome the issue. Of course, the postmaster had a soft corner about it. Even though he felt amused at the beginning, he felt it could better. I would, find out something. So, he of course told his colleagues, the postmaster, so he told, his colleagues, let us, of course, collect some money. Let us collect some money. We'll collect some money and we will help. Of course, he collected every paisa from everyone. Finally, he could collect 70 pesos. 70 pesos he could collect. Once he collected 70 pesos, he had posted it to this man. On receiving that, he felt extremely happy. Yeah, I got it. But on seeing that, he asked 100 pesos, but he got only 70. Then he started to suspect the postmaster. See the human nature here. I told you in the beginning itself. See, we can't expect that everyone to be alike. Isn't it? Now, you just look at it, the angle where this man started to suspect somebody. He doesn't know that the postmaster had collected all this. But rather, he started to suspect that this postmaster had done something. So this is what the mindset of the people. So once we have to think of such, how we have to be open-minded with everybody. So this is part 1 explanation. This is the introductory part of it, and I gave you the gist of this lesson. And soon we will come back with the second part of it, as well as the poetry and the grammar aspects that we have to discuss in this. Thank you. Have a nice day.